Hello YouTube. I'm back from my small vacation, back with a computer, back with my microphone. Sorry for a couple days without videos. The channel actually kind of grew a lot in those days I was gone. So welcome 20 something subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Just want to do a relatively quick video right now, just catching up on a few of the major things from when I was gone, and mostly let's take a look at the market movements the last like 4 days I was gone. Mostly, it was sideways movements. We see everything slightly green today with the exception of Monero. But Monero also has only fallen 0.16%, so that is not a lot. But just scrolling down here, everything is green. And when they are red, it's slightly, ever so slightly. Our chain has lost a bit, but honestly, I'm not familiar with that crypto much anyway, so I wouldn't know why. But everything that matters, everything that is in the top 20 is doing fantastically. We have Bitcoin at almost 6,600, which last we spoke was the resistance level, and which a couple days ago, if you look here, we actually broke. We briefly, for one day, went rather high. I think we just about hit 7,000 and we're stopped right below that. 7,000, of course, being a resistance level as well. Where? 6, 7, I think we reached 6.8, which right now the resistance level is once again looking like 6.6. We are inching towards it, and hopefully we will get above there, and next time that should then be a nice movement towards $7,000 in the short run. And as we can see, the general health of the market is significantly better again. The market cap is over 210 billion. It is at just about 212 billion, 211.96. And Bitcoin dominance is a bit higher than it was a couple days ago, but lower than the 54% we saw a while back. As we can see here, Bitcoin has recovered slightly better than some of the other coins. And of course, Bitcoin is the one that hit almost 6,800 the other day. But generally, the resistance level right now seems to be 6,600. And everything else is looking healthy as well. We have Ripple over 32 cents. Not quite the 37 cents we saw a week ago, but you know, it's better than the 28 cents from last week. And EOS is just about at $5 again as well. Everything is looking up right now, but there's not all that much movement. I'm hopeful that this spike from a couple days ago will repeat, and that time we are going a bit higher. This time people got scared. We were inching towards the other resistance levels. We broke through 6.6 but couldn't stay above it. But so close to 6.6 again, it looks like we might reach it again today, and hopefully this time we will stay above it. An article from yesterday on CoinDesk had the market analysis, and at that point the whole market was slightly red, and they were saying that if Bitcoin remains above 6,230 in the next 24 hours, that would be on track for a 7,000 run. Now about 12 hours have passed and we are well above that number. We are $300 above that number. So I think we are looking at not necessarily a bull run, but definitely a run towards 7,000 in the short term. And I believe 7,000 will be one of the major resistances. I think 7 and 8,000 will be the big ones we are going to see. Those might take a lot of time to break, but if we're moving towards them, that is a good sign. I don't think 9,000 will be as bad, but 7 and 8 seem to be big mental blocks for people. So if we can inch towards 7, we also have this graphic here, which is showing the line. You know, showing towards 7,000, I think we can reach that. Hopefully Bitcoin will pull everything else along. I think it's very likely I'm sorry, my English is just a bit messed up today. I think it's very likely that we'll be looking at a 35-cent XRP again in the coming days as well, which if you've watched my other videos, I am very positive on XRP. I think that is a coin to hold for the long term. It just needs that initial growth again to get back to higher numbers. So I think that is also a very good sign. But then we have a few adoption news, and that is another thing I'm always very excited about. I think the number one thing that we need for cryptos in the long run, aside from a lot more investment money coming in, but that will come along with this, is mainstream adoption. And I'm not just talking about adopting it as a payment method, but also mainstream investors adopting it and institutional investors. And we see more of that. And there's a few nice news stories again that I'd like to quickly just run through. We have a Swedish bank making a deal to offer crypto fund trading. This is Stockholm IT Ventures AB is the blockchain startup that has announced this deal, and they are working with a bank, Valens Bank, which is, I believe, one of the major banks in Sweden, and this is already their second deal together. They will have a crypto trading toolbox exclusively for crypto fund trading. I assume this will be available for anyone invested with the Valens Bank. It's unclear which tokens they will be trading in, but we can be pretty safe in the assumption that Bitcoin will be among them, and Ethereum and Ripple are also very likely to be among them. But like I said, no specific news about that. But this is a good sign. This means that once again, more people will have access to an easy method of dealing in cryptos. A lot of people are kind of scared of signing up for a crypto exchange, but if they can trade cryptos with their normal bank, and sometimes just directly in their online banking, that is a big thing. That will bring a lot more people into the market, and this Swedish bank is moving in the right direction. Next up, Bittrex. They have partnered with a trading firm to offer crypto securities. Once again, this is a product that is meant for traditional investment, for institutional investors, and this will bring a lot more money into the markets. They are working with a regulated alternative trading system with the aim of launching crypto securities. We don't have a word on when exactly they will be launching. This might take a while, but this is once again a step in the right direction. This will be a larger, here, says right here, larger market for Rialto. I believe that is how you pronounce the company name. And for their clients. Once again, this brings just the same as the Swedish bank news. This gives traditional investors more opportunities to get into cryptos without having to install a wallet, without having to get used to the idea of keeping their money on an exchange. As much as a lot of us are using crypto exchanges, for a lot of traditional investors who might not know a whole lot about the crypto world, they seem scary and shady sometimes. So anything that goes through traditional finance is good. And this is one more step in that direction. Once more, this is not technically crypto news, but this could be interpreted as good news for crypto. The German financial minister, Heiko Maas, it's actually the foreign minister, sorry, made a statement saying it's essential that we strengthen European autonomy by establishing payment channels that are independent of the US, creating a European monetary fund, and building up an independent SWIFT system. This is in response, if you've been paying attention to global finance news the last couple of days, with the US hitting Turkey with massive sanctions, and we have seen the results of that. It was massive inflation. I'm not sure it technically qualifies for hyperinflation. I don't have any numbers in front of me. But the Turkish currency took a complete nosedive, and Turkey was pushed into a financial crisis just by US sanctions. And one of the reasons these sanctions were so powerful is that the US is controlling the entire international monetary system at the current moment. The SWIFT system, which is what we use for international monetary transfers, is not located in the US, but they are indirectly controlled by the US. And we're seeing more and more international forces wanting to unlink the financial systems, the global financial systems from the US, especially with the current political situation in America and with President Trump enacting a lot of sanctions against different countries. These can completely destroy countries, not because America is even all that powerful, which of course America is, but because all these systems are so directly tied to America. So we see the idea here that there should be a European monetary fund and an alternative system to SWIFT. Now, a potential alternative system would of course be Ripple's proprietary systems, the Xcurrent and Xrapid systems with the Ripple XRP token on top of it. They haven't said anything about whether they want to use cryptocurrencies for this, but if more countries and if more politicians decide that they want a European monetary fund, that they want an alternative system, there's a very good chance that it will be a blockchain-based system just to enable faster, quicker, easier, cheaper transfers, safer transfers. And this could be good news. This could be good for the market in general. And here in the last bit of this article, we also see that in countries like Turkey, Iran, and Venezuela, which is all the countries where we have seen massive inflation in the last couple of years and months, that crypto adoption has increased in all of them. We could see this happening in much of Europe as well. And I think this is potential good news. I think this is a move in the good direction in general, and this could also mean crypto adoption along with it. But don't get your hopes up too high, because there's no mention of crypto in any of this. They might just be aiming to possibly create their own alternative system in some point in the future. It might not be a crypto-based system. And last but not least, I like to end my videos with a bit of a fun story. Pornhub. They always seem to be in the news lately. But Pornhub is it's just the latest in a long line of porn companies, porn tube sites that are integrating crypto, and they are partnering with PumaPay, I think it's PumaPay, to accept crypto payments for their paid memberships. Pornhub is a free website, but there are paid, I think it's called Premium, Pornhub Premium. They are like paid monthly services. I think this like gets rid of ads or something. I'm actually not completely sure. But this is after the last couple days ago, I talked about Tube8, which were partnering with another company to have a blockchain-powered platform completely that would give users tokens. This is the other way around. This is a possibility to pay in tokens with PumaPay. Just another move in the right direction. Like you don't tend to think about these porn companies a lot, but it is a massive business. Online porn is a massive business. Pornhub is the undisputed biggest player in it. And them accepting crypto payments, that could mean a lot of additional money flowing through the crypto markets. Anything that makes more money flow through it, anything that makes more people use it, is a good thing. And like I said before, porn companies tend to hop onto innovations a bit quicker than the rest of the tech world. It's usually porn companies, then mainstream tech companies, and then everyone. And this is the first step in that. Hopefully we'll see more of that. Once again, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys will be back with me for more videos. I thought there were a lot of good news today. I think we can have a very good outlook, at least in the short term. I think we're going to see the prices rise a bit in the next couple of days, and I'm excited, or rather, I hope. I'm not an analyst. Please don't take what I say as gospel. I'm just giving my personal opinions. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys soon.